Hey, welcome to another Gourmet Fishing Info Short. I'm your host, David Murray, and on today's show, we're going to put together what I kind of consider a staple side in the South, and that's sweet red rice. And I tell you what, I've worked over the years and I've finally come up with one that, I hate to toot my own horn, but I tell you what, it is very good, and quite a few people have asked me how I make that. So I tell you what, instead of trying to explain it to them, we're going to put that together right here, right now, in a few minutes. So I tell you what, don't go too far away. When we come back from our open, we will get started on our sweet red rice. So why don't we go ahead and get this whole thing started by, well, rolling the open. All right, red rice, it's got to be a great staple for us in the South, and I hope all of y'all throughout the planet will give this a shot. It goes great with a barbecue or a fish fry. Unbelievable. So, tell you what, let's get everything going. Let's get started. But first off, let's take a look at what goes in our red rice. We've got bacon. We've got bacon grease, so you got to add a little bit more to it. We've got a sweet onion, a bell pepper, we've got sugar, we've got salt, pepper, we've got tomato paste, we've got kielbasa sausage, we've got chicken broth, we're gonna add a little bit of water with that also, and we've got rice, and I'm using parboiled rice. You can use whatever rice you want, white rice, long grain, short grain, whatever. The parboil for me just seems to work just a little bit better. So I tell you what, let's move a few things out of the way and let's get this unbelievable side underway as a plane is flying north. So we're going to add our bacon grease like so. Get that going. There we are. Okay, that out the way. Oh, you probably want to go ahead and get your oven preheated at 375. So just on standard bake. Okay, so there we go. We've got our bacon grease is melted. Now I've got about a half a pound of bacon, and I've cut it up into little bite-sized pieces. You know, nothing big. So here we go. We're gonna add this. Oh, listen to that. Heck yeah. Oh, smells good. Bacon always smells good. So I'm gonna give this a twirl around so it doesn't stick, and we're going to get this rendered down to where it just becomes crispy. It's probably going to take 3 or 4, maybe up to 5 minutes. But there we go. Leave you, let's see, right there. Okay. Now next, what we've done is we've taken a large sweet onion and we've cut it up into edible pieces of goodness. Yes, we are. And yes, we did. So here we go. Just like that. All right, we're getting some browning on the edges of our bacon. I'm not going to cook it until it's completely crispy, because it's going to continue to cook as we put our other ingredients in there. So here goes our roughly chopped sweet onion. Oh yeah. Oh man, smell that. Yes. Yum yum. Now we're going to sweat that down for a few minutes. Yes, when we get those onions to where they're slightly translucent. Now, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and prep our bell pepper. We need to get this chopped up and put in. So I've cut the top and I cut the end off, and now I'm going to come in with my knife and I'm just going to cut these little veins, just like so. Whoop, and the little seed pod pops out. Now we're going to come down here and do a little bit more work. Here we are. And we got the whole thing out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut it right down the middle, just like that. Now you see we've got these veins right here. I want to kind of get those cut out as much as I can because they just have a little bit of a bitter flavor to them. I'm going to come just cut this and try not to hurt myself. And cut that one out. So we've got that and that. Come right here. Cut him out. Cut you out. And, trying to hide in there. And we're going to cut this right through here. Okay, now we got all that cleaned up. Just like so. And we're going to come in. Ooh, that's a little, make him go away. So we're just going to come in here, and like we did with the bacon and our onion, we're going to cut these into little small bite-sized pieces. Just like so. Whoop. Careful. Just like that. And now for the bottom, we'll do the same thing. Just like that. See, you know, nothing major. Just nice small pieces. Now I'm going to come in right here. Ooh, let's go ahead and give our onion and bacon a little bit of a turn. Oh, we're getting some good caramelization in the bottom. All that will, when we add our chicken broth and our water, that's all going to come right back up into our rice. So now we're going to come in and these are the size pieces I'm going to use to cross cut. So now we're going to come in here and we're just going to give it a good cross cut for bite-sized pieces. And be careful, always. Just like so. Break you up. Okay. Now, again, a little bit of a cross cut. And they don't have to be all the same size. This isn't French cuisine by any stretch of the imagination. So, come in. Now we're going to add our bell pepper, just like so. Whoop, get out of here. Don't need the stem. Just like that. Okay. Voila. Make you go away. Okay, now let's give this a good stir. And that handle is hot. So we'll spin it around. Just like so. Now, while this is cooking down, see, I don't know if you can tell, but you know, the bacon has continued to cook. So now it's getting into that crispy stage by itself. So again, we're going to cook this for another couple of minutes. And while we're doing that, let's take a look at our kielbasa sausage. And as you can see, again, these are small, bite-sized pieces. That's what we're looking for. We don't want to fight our food when we're trying to eat it. Now what I've done, I've already cut up almost most of it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'll come down with this sausage and I will cut it right down the middle, just like that. Turn it over. And here we go with the cross cut for our bite-sized pieces, just like so. And be careful. Voila. Okay, just like so. That one almost got me. So, voila, there it is. Perfecto. Oop, that one looks a little big. We'll just go ahead and do that. And there's another one. And it doesn't. Okay, so let's get this thing going here. About a minute or so cooking on that. Oh man, that smells awesome. Yes, it does. Now we are ready to add our kielbasa sausage. We're going to cook that down for another couple of minutes, bringing all these flavors together. That's what we're trying to do. That's the end goal. Bring them all together. So here we go, just like that. And stay right there. You go in there. Now give this a stir, and it's all cooking down with all those great flavors, including that bacon grease. Heck yeah, man! Bacon grease makes almost anything taste better. Man, I tell you what, that does smell good right there. So we're gonna cook this for probably another 4 or 5 minutes. Oh man, that too smells good. Wow, I tell you what. You might be able to get you a hot dog bun and fill this thing up with it. Oh man, that might be good too. So, I'll tell you what, we've been at it for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to come in with about a half a cup of sugar. That's where something good happens, comes from. Neat thing about the sugar, not obviously it adds sweetness, you know, but what it's also going to do is going to cut some of the acidity down of our tomato paste when we throw that in here. So we're gonna get that all mixed in, just like so. It's breaking down. It's starting to just add some unbelievable smells and flavors. Okay, now we're gonna come in with two 14-ounce cans of chicken broth, which is about 28 ounces. Yeah, right, dead on. I'll be darned. How about that? Just like so. Yes. Now, essentially, we also, we're adding flavor. We're adding broth. We're also going to add a 14-ounce can of water to it. And what this is going to do, remember I said that the bottom was starting to caramelize with all those flavors. Now we're getting ready to bring those flavors up from the bottom throughout our mix here. Yes. Oh man. All right, we've got our pan deglaze, we've got our chicken broth, we have our water. I'm gonna turn that up just a tad, and now we're going to add two 12-ounce cans of tomato paste to our mix. And this is where we're getting our red for our red rice. So, I guess before the people at the grocery store were complaining about stacking these cans, the top and bottom of these things were the same. So you could open the top, flip it over, open the bottom, and the whole thing falls. Not anymore. It says they got something funny, a little bottom down here, so it all fits on top. So now it's more of a pain to get our tomato paste out of our can. That's just me whining, which I do pretty good. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it out. It's like so. And try to get as much as you can out of there, just like that. Oh yeah. And then we'll come in with can number 2, just like so. Yes. But yeah, that sugar is going to help cut some of the acidity down of the tomatoes. And that, that's a little tip. If you're making chili or spaghetti sauce, anything like that, just add a little sugar. You can't go wrong with adding sugar, but that will take some of the acidity out of the flavor of your sauces. Now we're almost complete with our sauce. Now we're going to come in here with 1.5 tablespoons of salt, and right here we have 3 tablespoons of our black pepper, our coarsely ground black pepper. Ooh, that's warm too. Is that hot? Yep, both hot. Of course they are. Now, it's time to come in with a whisk. And that's about the only way to break the tomato paste down. So we're going to come in here very carefully. Of course, I did, I used a short walled pot for some reason. So we just come in here and just give this a whisk. And I'm going to try not to burn myself. So glad I got my little towel right here. So here we go. We just come in, and this thing will thicken up here in a minute when we get this tomato paste all combined throughout. And that's what we're looking for. There we go. Oh yeah, there it comes. Just like so. Now, I tell you what, we're going to cook this down for about 15 minutes so all these flavors kind of sort of meld together, and then we're going to begin building our red rice. All right, look at that thing. Look at that, it's come together. Look how nice and thick that the sauce is. Heck, man, you know what? You could probably throw some shrimp in this and toss it on top of some white rice. Hey, man, tell you what, that'll be good by itself too. So here we go. We are close to getting our red rice finished and in the oven. Now I've got 4 cups of parboiled rice. Now again, you can use white rice, long grain, short grain, whatever you want. I've just found that this parboiled rice seems to work just a little better for me. So that's just that. So anyway, here we go. So usually this is enough for 5 cups of rice, but kind of the logistical areas where we're shooting this, just going to be a little easier to do the 4 cups and getting everything out of here without probably getting hurt. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use 4 cups of rice and 8 cups of our liquid. You want to always double your liquid to your rice. So here we go. So, oh yeah, you might see. What are you using this thing for? Man, these are perfect to do this rice, and it comes with a cover, which is perfect. So we can put that right there, back the way we had it. Now, here we go. We turn our heat off, and now we're going to try not to make a huge mess, which I'm sure we will. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to dip my measuring cup in here, and of course I need to get another one just like this. So here we go, just like this. So we're going to come in. Okay, there's right there 4 cups. Now I'm going to come in here and one more time, and we're going to top our liquid off just like so. Voila. Yes. And one almost there. How about it? There it is. Perfecto. That's it. That's what we need right there. So we have our 8 cups of our red rice base, 4 cups of our rice. Now we're going to come in with our spoon, and we're going to try to combine the liquid with the rice. I just kind of sort of like to do that, so I know that this thing is going to cook perfectly. So you just come in the corners and pull that rice into the middle of our base, just like so. See there, get it all mixed up. Of course, now you got rice kind of in the middle. So what I do is I grab some of this, that rice mixture, and put it in the corners like so, just like that. Here we go. Oh man. I wish y'all could smell this. Well, hopefully you'll be smelling it when y'all put it together. Just like so. And like I said, this is a perfect side dish for a barbecue chicken, barbecue pork, or even a fish fry. Just like so. So here we are. We've got it. Just like that. Okay. All right. I think I've taken care of that. So here we go. Give it a good shake. Now over here, I've got half a stick of butter, and I've cut it lengthwise, and we're going to put that just like that right in there. And this is another one of the tricks that really adds a lot of flavor to our rice. Now let's move our top out of the way, and now we're going to cover it just like so. If you don't have one of these covers, use aluminum foil. If you do have one of these covers, you need to be careful on the corners of this thing, because it's almost like a serrated knife. So if you come by and just do that, I promise you, because I've had it happen to me, it'll slice you up almost like a razor blade, and that is in no way fun. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in our oven at 375 degrees for 2 hours. Turn it off and just kind of let that oven cool down a little bit for about another 30 minutes. So the biggest thing is, and the most time-consuming thing, is the cooking process. Other than that, our red rice is going to be fantastic. All right, it's been about 2 and 3/4 hours of cooking, and as that letting that oven cool down a little bit. The oven that I use, I have a cook time feature. So I put the rice in, I set it for 2 hours. And when that 2 hours is up, the oven cuts off, and then I just let it sit for another half hour or so. So let's see what we have here. Let's unleash our pan of deliciousness. Wow, check that out, man. Oh Lordy, that is awesome. I made a mess, but check that. Oh wow, you can see all the onions, the bacon. Oh man, the kielbasa sausage. Oh, the smell is unbelievable. So I tell you what, let's see what we can do here. Let's get some of our rice on our plate, just like so. Oh man, I cannot wait to get a spoon or a fork, or heck, maybe even just my hands into this thing. Here we go. Oh man, but yeah, you can see everything, and the flavors, the sweetness, everything, and that pepper adds a little bite to it right at the end. Yes sir, check that out. Oh my. Oh yes. Unbelievable. There it is, man. That is our Charleston sweet red rice right there. So I tell you what, I hope y'all try this thing, man. It really is good. It's it's taken a couple of years to perfect it, but I finally got it, and all kind of rave reviews on it. So here it is. This is our red rice. So hey, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I don't know if you've noticed, but we do have 3 little sauces up here. This is my little line of sauces. Pluff mud sauce. There's a yellow, there's a red, and there's a hot. Hey, those will be coming out soon. So tell you what, when you subscribe to the channel, you'll know exactly when those things are out there ready for you to purchase and try. And I think you'll like them. Most people do. So hey, again, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that notification bell so you'll know exactly when anything new is uploaded to our channel. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where Instagram, as we all know, has 2 T's in Gourmet. Again, one of those things we just had to do. And you can check us out on the website, gourmetfishing.com. We've got all of our recipes. They're all there for you to download. We've got a neat store, online store you can go check out. We can get, in the future, our sauces, but you can also get our Pluff Mud sauce apparel. We got shirts, flip-flops, we got coffee mugs, the whole 9 yards, and with our other gourmet fishing apparel and other neat things out there. So I tell you what, I hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, God bless. Hey, we'll see you soon. And 3. All right. Everything good, I think. Okay, yes. Oh yeah, check that out. Remember a couple times I'd say, hey, gotta be careful that grill right here. I tell you what, when we were doing our surf and turf, it got me. Anyway, okay. All right, so, all right, rock and roll. Shoot. Rock and roll.